I yearn for a place to call my own. I'm going home. Say what you will, I'll be better for it still. I've been wondering what you're doing with your time, just to get you off my mind. I'm in the grind.
The Grind, brought to you by Dakota Decoy, Rig'em Right Waterfowl, Heavy Shot, Lucky Duck, Mud Buddy, Excel Boats, Delta Waterfowl, and Wild Ear. Additional sponsorship provided by these fine companies.
The first time I hunted Alberta was about 17 years ago, and I always wanted to hunt Canada, and Alberta being the closest province that had a lot of birds, I headed up there and it's amazing.
The first time that I hunted Alberta, I have to honestly say that I was actually absolutely blown away by the sheer vastness, just the amount of game that you see in, driving down the road in Alberta.
Nice! That worked!
First time I hunted Alberta was 2 years ago, and it was just unbelievable. I mean, it was amazing. The two best waterfowl hunts I've ever been on were both in Alberta. And I still remember, I think it was the first day in Alberta, we had one volley, and it was on last year's The Grind season, and it's probably the best volley I've ever seen on film. I mean, it was unbelievable, the amount of birds that came all at one time, specks, graders, lessers, it was unbelievable. And I mean, I knew after that first day that all the hype about Alberta was absolutely true. Man, I missed that first shot. I missed that first shot. That's so good. Man, that was awesome.
What are you doing to me?
That was sick.
It's Canada!
Oh, that was awesome.
You should have seen the heart attack he was having over here.
Oh! I said I hate you so bad!
I hate you.
That was pretty. Was awesome. That is pretty good to get your kids. They show me crosses from the one.
They spin too.
Look at this
Carnage.
March it back to you, Matthew.
The Pacific, Central, and Mississippi flyways all go through parts of Alberta, with the prairie region home to massive numbers of migrating ducks and geese due to the thousands of acres of staging waters and farmland. The parklands in Alberta is home to the highest population of mallards, Canada geese, snow geese, and white-fronted geese.
The Extreme Series decoys from Dakota Decoy are the most realistic, dependable decoys on the market. From our mallards to our honkers, these decoys will give you years of trouble-free gunning. We pride ourselves in excellence to bring you the most durable decoys available. Once you make the switch to Dakotas, you'll never look back. Dakota Decoy, the migration stops here.
Oh, there goes the GoPro. Get it? Yeah, it smashed right into it. I thought you guys were gonna wait on them snow geese. Come on.
Shot 3 times at this too.
That was awesome.
And didn't draw a feather. Oh my gosh.
I wish you could have shot straight into the GoPro.
I shot 3 times at him and missed him. All 3 times.
No way.
I'm telling you, I did.
You missed?
All 3 shots.
Damn.
I totally missed all 3 shots.
Oh, don't worry.
$250. That bird hit that camera dead center. Flew right into it.
That's a pig. That actually looks pretty cool.
What the heck?
Yeah, still working.
The number of species of waterfowl that they have. You can go out, you can shoot a snow goose, you can shoot a dark goose, a Canada, I mean, everything. Mallards, pintail, you name it, Alberta's got it.
Get him! I love that. The goose did?
That's okay, I'll bleep it out.
Get him. Nice, nice, nice.
Boys.
Good job, guys.
Good shooting. Right side. Well, going to Alberta is, I mean, the experience is cool. just sort of a different look from, you know, other places you hunt, just the way the terrain looks and the fields and everything. So it's just a neat experience going there. But also the numbers. I mean, the places we hunt, like when we're hunting with Rob Reynolds, is, I mean, you're getting to experience the first stop from those birds coming from way up north in the nesting grounds. This is some of the first agricultural fields they see. And so, I mean, they get there, they're hungry. And they're also, I guess, a little less educated.
Let's get this thing going. Get it moved. You missed! I did! You missed! Well, you talk about Bill and you missed. Grind him!
Hank.
He wants to talk about me!
What happened?
Wow!
What
Put it there, partner! That's wow!
Hey, this is a tough shot, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay!
I know, with their back wing.
Here.
You had your own goose all to yourself.
See, you guys are shooting before I'm out of this blind. I'm gonna have some breakfast. Think about it.
Unbelievable. Was that Randy that made it? Oh, too close. Too close.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah. I missed again.
What, you trying to let him get out a little ways? So it's just get a little bit bigger spread?
I mean, just the way this wind is, it's really good.
What's wrong with that? Nothing. Well, let's take him. Whoa!
The beauty of going to Alberta, earlier seasons, we don't roll in South Dakota and other places I hunt until probably really late October into November. So it's a great place to go. You're gonna see birds. It's a spot where we can go up and actually field test new product and have birds finishing in the decoys because they are very naive birds.
Oh! Wow! Pile them up!
Agriculture plays a major role in Alberta's economy. Half of all Canadian beef is produced in Alberta. The province is also one of the top producers of plains buffalo for the consumer market. Much of Alberta is dryland farming, with wheat and canola being the primary farm crops. Alberta leads all other provinces in spring wheat production.
Lucky Duck Premium Decoys. The only fully flocked, spinning and flapping wing decoy. Decoys that are so attractive, birds everywhere are dying to get a closer look. Visit us at luckyduck.com for a complete line of products. We are the masters of deception.
With over 30 years of combined product testing and manufacturing, Mud Buddy and XL boats have set the bar that others try to reach. Unrelenting high-end performance in every boat and motor that Mud Buddy and XL produces. XL boats are built tough with meticulous attention to detail, and Mud Buddy motors are engineered to withstand all the mud, log, and rock-infested waters a waterfowler would ever navigate. We'll get you there and back.
That was our turn. Did you all see that blue phase Ross in that group? Was that Ross? Yeah, huh?
Black one?
Yeah, the dark one's a blue phase Ross. That's only the second time in my life I've ever seen one.
You know, a big reason we go up to Alberta is trying out new products that come out. You know, every year there's new waterfowl products. Rig'em always coming out with new stuff. Dakota is coming out with new decoys, and you know, our heavy shot. They're coming out with loads, new ammo and stuff like that. So we get to go up there, we get to try the stuff out, and then give them feedback to our sponsors and the guys who are paying the bills.
Low, right side, right shoulder.
Nice.
Yes, good shooting, boys.
The beauty of us for going to Alberta is the variety of birds that you do see. You know, we're expanding our product line. We're trying to add a little bit every year. You go to Alberta, you're gonna see specks. You're gonna see big Canadas. You're gonna see little Canadas. You're gonna see snows. You're gonna see not many blues, but they are mixed in. It's just a great spot for us to go, photograph birds, color match our products without having to wait until late season plumage. It's just an awesome early hunt for us to field test decoys.
Good.
Let's talk a little bit about basic care for your dog. You start with a quality dog food. We feed a performance ration with a little bit higher content of protein and fat. Most people with the average dog at home want to use just an adult dog food formula so that they don't get their dog too heavy in the off season. Provide fresh water at all times and give daily exercise to make sure your dog will perform at an optimal level. We give a flea and tick preventative at the first of every month. We also give a heartworm preventative at the first of every month. Consult with your veterinarian to see what types of medicines will work best for you, your dog, your situation, in your part of the country. We also treat our kennels with a bleach solution twice a week. We have our dogs on a concrete slab. If you have your dogs in the backyard or at home, you probably don't need to do any disinfecting. While you're traveling on your next hunting trip with your dog, take your regular dry dog food ration. You may have to supplement a little bit of canned dog food to entice his eating habits. Some dogs are real picky eaters when they're on the road and out of their comfortable environment. You want that dog to have a full stomach all the time when on the road so that he'll perform at his best.
You work hard all week and deserve the best bang for your buck when investing in your waterfowl equipment. Our crew works hard at getting you all the best equipment at the best possible prices. At Rogers Sporting Goods, we know what works and buy right, and then pass the savings on to our customers. Check out all the hot deals at rogersportinggoods.com.
What would happen if the world's most award-winning shotgun ammunition manufacturer decided to build the world's best choke tubes? They'd succeed. Introducing Heavy Shot's maximum performance choke tubes. Without a doubt, the finest field choke tubes ever designed. Heavy Shot, continuing to improve on the shooting experience. Find out more at heavyshot.com.
Dude got wrecked.
That was very good. Who shot that?
So a tip for hunting in Alberta, for me, I came from the East Coast, and so like with the whole flight situation, getting in there, we got in super late. So you want to make sure you got your ammo, handled, taken care of when you get there, and make sure your license and all is squared away and ready. So when you get in late at night, you can hunt that very first morning, and you're not trying to find a post office or whatever to get your stamps, and trying to find a store to get ammo. So have your ducks in a row, so to speak, before you get there, so you can hit the ground running.
Kill him. Oh! These are almost in the peas. I shot him in the foot in the first one. Shot him in the head the second time. When his head goes back and... Hey, Rob! Brother, you can hit me for today.
My biggest suggestion for Alberta, if you're traveling up from the States, go ahead and get a guide. Your trips are short. Most people don't have 2 weeks to go hunt. You might have a 4 or 5 day trip. Don't waste your time, trying to find fields, trying to find permission. Go ahead and get a guide. There's some quality guys up there. They will put you on the birds, make the most of your trip, and you will leave Alberta wanting to get back into Alberta.
Wow, that's a lot of stuff. How do you know that, guys? Utterly embarrassing. I would. I'd quit hunting forever. I'd hand over all my heavy shot shells right now. Yeah.
Talk to me, I didn't pull the trigger.
I was just having a lot of faith in you guys. Would that be Rob down there? I only shot one time. Okay. Well, that...
And he wasn't even shooting at it, he just shot.
Now we found the culprit. You notice Joe said at the beginning, they've only had one bad day. That wasn't bad.
Whatever, Randy.
Here comes some more over the left shoulder.
Redemption time, boys.
I would have to say, I would highly recommend going with a good guide, especially the first time that you're gonna go there. Freelancing up there is just, it's a big area, a lot of private property. You go with a guy like Rob Reynolds, Rancho and Outfitters, he's gonna put you on birds. You've only got so much vacation time. When you take, a week off and you got 2 days of travel to get up there, you wanna be on the birds. And I'm here to tell you, he's gonna put you on the birds.
Don't make a hunt. Get out. Go down. Oh, look at this. You gotta shoot them in the head. Sometimes you gotta shoot through the butt. Through the butt. Whoa.
Sometimes you gotta shoot him through the butt to get you the head. Oh, man.
This heavy shot's working.
Join us next week for more of The Grind Waterfowl TV. Check us out on the web at thegrindwaterfowl.com. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter.